So somebody's injured on the job. They have to notify their employer, first step.
Yes.
Do they have to see an employer-chosen doctor, or can they go to their own physician?
So here's where we're going to get into that. When you get hurt at work, a lot of things have changed. If you want to talk about the last governor, his name is Governor Schneider. He's changed a lot. He's I think directly working for the Chamber of Commerce. He's made it way more difficult for people to get benefits. And I don't want to spit on your floor when I mention his name. He's my Heyman.
Thank you. Don't.
Thank you. Do you have a spittoon or something
I
I can do? Thank you, Kevin.
Right, so you're not a fan of the ex-governor Schneider.
Here's the thing. It's an insurance company. Within the first 28 days, you got to go to their doctor. They're Concentra. Folks around town watching this, they've heard of Concentra because whenever you get hurt anywhere in the city, they're always going to send you to these places where I wouldn't send, I'm not going to say my pet because they're family members. I wouldn't send my enemy to these places. But you're going to get sent to a Concentra who works for the insurance company.
And these are alleged doctors.
Allegedly.
And they're going to basically say you're fine, go back to work.
They're going to do the research to see and go through a checklist to see if you have old injuries or, say you can go back to work or say you have a cut when you have a broken leg. It's absurd, but you got to go because
so
28 days you got to go to their.
So if you had an injury as a kid playing sports or something, they're going to say, no, that's related to when you were 15. That's not related to when you were 50.
No, they're not going to say that. They're going to say, wait, well, you had a sports injury when you were 15, I see. There's historically, so this is the old injury. This is not the new injury. All the time. 20 years could go by between your last injury. You could be fine working. They find out about it. They use that as a reason to deny your benefits.
So they're doing everything they can to not pay your claim.
Absolutely.
So for the first 28 days, you can't go see your family doctor?
If they're not allowing you to see your own doctor, you're supposed to go within 28 days to see their doctor. If it's an emergency, you're going to go to the emergency room. They're not going to pay for it. You're supposed to go to their people. Now, guess what? Governor Schneider used to be 10 days. That was more reasonable. Now it's 28 days that you're going to see their doctors.
And if their doctors say you're fine, go back to work, but you don't feel you're fine, what is a person to do?
Well, if you're not, after 8 days, getting your wage loss and you're going to be off for a while, you're going to have to call me because the insurance company is going to go with what Concentra says and not pay you.
And then what do they do once they call you?
Once they call me, I'm going to try to get you the benefits that you're supposed to get when you can't earn your wage because you got hurt at work. And I'm going to file a case for you and not get paid unless I get you something.